I stopped a girl from being kidnapped. 2 people trying to load her into a car. He gets out, and I'm doing this run towards them, like this canter, and I put my arms out to the side like this, and I don't say anything vocally, but I am saying something without words, and what I'm saying to him is, buddy, I don't want any trouble, but I'm about to f*** you up if you want.
Wouldn't it be nice if more people were like you and stood up for what was right in that office?
Well, this is the thing. Do you know, like, people need to, like, cowardice is everywhere. And, like, bravery in whatever aspect goes a long way. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be something grand like the D2 incident at 40 on Riverside Drive. It can just be could be voicing your opinion when someone's bad-mouthing someone else.
Yeah.
Just standing up and saying, actually, I think you are out of line. He's a good guy, instead of just keeping quiet. It's that line of, like, no decision is always his decision. So, and it's the same thing of, like, people saying, oh, well, I would have done this, or I would have done it. If I'd been there, I would have done that. Or would you?
Yeah.
I don't think you would. When people say, oh, I would have, if I was in Uvalde, I would have done this. You weren't there. So maybe you should just hold your mouth. Yes, there's some people who I think are going to stand before God for what the decisions they made that day. But there's other people who are just following orders. And if someone had called me on in Kenya and said, do not, whatever you do not go in there, there's a probable chance I probably wouldn't have went in because I'm in the military. Maybe I would have ignored it, but I probably wouldn't have. But here's the thing: last year, it might be in the year before. All the years nowadays seem to roll into one. I stopped a girl from being kidnapped.
You stopped a girl from being kidnapped? Yeah. Where?
Because in Hereford, at 6:30 in the evening, a girl was trying to get bundled into a car, and no one's stopping. Everyone's walking past. And I'm like, so I'm walking down the road. I can hear this girl screaming, help, help, help. And I looked across. Yeah, I'm like about 100 yards from her on the other side of the road. And I'm looking across. She's outside a pub, like a busy public house. So straight away in my thought, I'm thinking, well, she's probably drunk. And they're probably just trying to get her in the car. And it's not like it's just a reluctant, you got to go home. No, I'm all right. So I thought I'll give them the benefit. People are walking past or people driving, help. As they're close, I say there's 2 people trying to load her into a car. They're trying to get her into a car and she's like pushing back off it and they're trying, like, got her either side, they're trying to push. She's fine, help, help. As I get kind of level with her, she then, something changes. It was like, somebody please help me. But it was the tone, the frequency.
Uh-huh.
That sort of got me. And I was like, and then as I level with me, there was a woman with 2 kids. And she was like, why is no one helping? And I went, have you seen what's gone on there? Have you seen what's going on? She went, no, but no one's helping. No one's doing anything. And she had 2 young boys. And I'm like, or 2 young children. And I was like, okay, call the police. I goes, do me a favor, call the police. So I start walking across the road. It's quite a large, like, wide road. And I start walking towards the car. I then break into, like, a canter. And, like, moment towards. And the guy gets out, the driver gets out the car. Aggressively gets out the car. And he's, like, looking. He, like, gets out. And I'm, like, and I'm doing this run towards him, like this canter. And I put my arms out to the side like this. And I don't say anything vocally. But I am saying something without words. And what I'm saying to him is, buddy, I don't want any trouble, but I'm about to fuck you up if you want. And he registers that. Because he's like, then he shouts, oh, she owes me money. And gets in the car and he, like, shouts at the 2, and the other 2, one of them whacks her on the head. They get in the car and speed off. And I'm like to the woman, are you all right? And she went, leave me alone. And she, like, staggers away. At the same time, a police van is coming down, not responding to this call. And I wave them down, and there's a female police officer inside, and I said, hey, just so you know, someone's just trying to be kidnapped. And then this woman with the kids runs up behind me and says, this man's a hero. I'm like, no. And And I said, yeah. And I give them like an update, and she takes notes. And then that's the last I've heard of it. So,
Man.
So I don't know what happened, but I don't know whether the police followed up and didn't follow up with me. I don't know if it's ongoing. I don't know whatever. But the moral of this story is, I even if you do something, is I didn't do anything. The only thing I didn't even open my mouth. I just crossed the road and confronted someone with non-verbal communication.
You made yourself available.
And that was enough to potentially save someone's life. Because who knows what they're going to do to her? They're bundling a 20-something woman into a car. Nothing good was going to happen there. If they're willing to use physical force to get someone in the car, they're not going to take her away and just have a chat with her and make her pay money. They're going to do shit. We know that. And if you think otherwise, you're living in a different planet.
Yeah.
But all I did was something, and no matter how small it is, something that's enough to make a big change.
Yep.
And people still, there's this decision paralysis. There's lots of people, I think now, if you had a group of guys, a group of people, doesn't matter what they do, you tell them to go and run into a burning building and save people. Most people will do that if you tell them to, if you order them to. We're at this state in society now where people are scared, but they're not scared of physical damage or death. They're scared of the consequences of their action. And it's causing this decision paralysis where people don't want to be the one to make the call.
Mm-hmm.
And whilst they're doing that, people are dying.
Mm-hmm.
Because every second counts.
I'm glad you brought that up. It is sad what's happening. I don't even know who they are.
Yeah.
But they are demoralizing society from doing the right thing.
And even the little things, if someone could collapse. And now where some people would straight away go to work, what's going on? Other people just be like, oh, I don't want to get involved in case I get taken to court because if he dies on, like, because I'm giving CPR and he dies, I'm like, why are you even thinking that?
Yeah.
Should just be boom. What can I do? When I did what I did that day, I didn't think, right, I could get, what if this happens? I was just like, got to do the right thing. Boom, I'm in. Not, maybe I haven't got permission, and maybe I'll wait outside to get permission, maybe I'll do that. I didn't, I just went for it. I'd like to think other people would do that. Sadly, I think lots of people, the majority, wouldn't do that.
Well, there's no videos of anybody else entering that building.
People did make themselves available.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's not very many people that would do it. And that's sad.
And that's the message. Here I am, send me.
Hey everybody, I'm Shawn Ryan. Click here to subscribe to the Shawn Ryan Show YouTube channel for the hottest and most compelling interviews that you will not see anywhere else. I've also made a playlist of all the previous SRS episodes so they're easy to find. You can find that right here.